We're going. So we're going to start this, by the way, this morning is more leg heavy, but as we know, we do full body all the time. So we're actually going to start on our mat or the ground. And we're going to start with a series of some planks, okay? And the first plank is just a traditional plank. We're just going to either plank on hands or plank on forearms. And I want us to get our shoulders warm, our core warm. You do engage into some legs if you are going toes. That is optional, of course. And we're going to go for 1 minute. And then we're going to drop for 30 seconds. And then we're going to go for another full minute. From there, I will progress. And then I will show you the progression. But we're going to be down here on the mat for a good few minutes, okay? And then we'll take it up and get the blood flowing. We're going to start our plank, get my timer, in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So we know our plank can be here if we're going on hands. It could be here if we're on knees, or if you want to go for one leg up, just because you're like, I want to practice is working on the toe, you could be there. Options are yours. The goal is to always be squeezing the core, okay? My back is flat. I have no bridge. I have no valley, okay? Strong core. And we're pulling air in. We're always breathing. We have 25 more seconds. 20. 15. 10. 5. 3. 2. We're going to drop knees, swing back, and we're just going to kind of stretch. Getting loose. Now your shoulders may be a little sore from the other day, so that's why we're going to stretch right now. It's also why we're using them, because we're trying to get the blood flowing in them. Okay? We don't want them to be stiff. We're going to do one more full plank, just like that. And it will start in 10 seconds. If we're back hands, they're right under shoulders. If we're forearms, elbows still right under shoulders. Plant toes, let's plank. 1 minute. Remember to breathe. We're 20 seconds in. 30 to go.
Let's go. Woohoo!
I like the energy. 20 seconds. Holding out. You might be feeling a little shaky, and that's okay. That's where you're going to hold, and that's also where you make changes and get stronger. So hold out. 5, 3, 2, and drop. You will be stretching again, dropping back. Now I can tell that my shoulders are sore because I'm using them, okay? They're getting a little bit tired and a little bit stiff right here. So if you're feeling the same, that's okay. We're going to advance our plank now by pulling some knees. This one will be for 45 seconds. So we're chipping away 15 seconds, but we're going to pull knees cross body. So I'm going to pull my right knee kind of to my left elbow. It doesn't really matter how far you get it as long as you're kind of actively pulling. It's kind of like a slow mountain climber. So it's going to look like this. Okay. Now, if you don't have it on the toes, you're still going to just be dropped to 1, and you're just going to work 1 knee at a time for the whole round. Because we're going to go 2, and then in round 2, you do the other side. Completely fine, okay? You're still gonna be activating your core and getting a little oblique action. All right, we're gonna start these in 3, 2. All right, we're slow knee pulling, cross body. Remember your options. Now I want to say too, if you're like, this is just really hard, you could even be on the wall and pulling at that point. That's still engaging a lot of core, okay? Core is tight. You are still breathing, don't hold breath. 25 seconds.
Woo!
Five, 3, 2. We're dropping. We're stretching.
Hello, Mom.
Hopefully you're feeling the core lighten up or light up. I know your shoulders are. I know your shoulders are. Trust me, we'll be moving on from them. We have one more like that, and then we'll have 1/3 movement down here. We're going to start in 15 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, plant toes, pull knees, cross body. It's slow, it's controlled. You have 15 seconds. Three, 2, drop, stretch, breathe. The last one is a shoulder tap, okay? We'll be planking and shoulder tapping. This will be for 30 seconds apiece. All right, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I'm gonna actually turn a little bit in front of you. So we'll be here, nice and sturdy, and we're just placing, shoulder tapping, or remember, knees, being on knees is an option. Okay? All right, we're gonna start this one in 5. It's only for 30. 3, 2, let's go. The goal here is try to keep it sturdy. We're trying not to rock a boat, okay? Still as you can be. When you got a glass of water on your back and you don't want to spill it. 3, 2, rest. One more like this. "15 seconds.
Let's go. Woo! Okay.
Going in 5, 3, 2, all right, this is it. 30 here. Three, 2, and rest. Good. You need a sip of water. Get it? We're going to be moving on to our first circuit that actually gets our blood flowing, okay? Just a little bit, move my chair. So all the moves in this next circuit we have done so far in the boot camp. You need one dumbbell that will be for our kettlebell swing, even though it's for the dumbbell swing. You have a kettlebell, you can use it. Choose the size you would like. If you want to start light, completely fine. If you want to go ahead and do the heavier one, it's fine. Let's go through the mechanics of this again as a reminder. So I'm holding my kettlebell. I've got wide legs. I'm going to show it to you kind of like this. And I'm going to drop in and swing up. So notice my arms make contact with my hips or my legs. And then I'm thrusting off with my glutes and my hamstrings. Okay? Believe it or not, a kettlebell swing is actually very lower body driven. When I get my kettlebell here, I just let it drop. I use the momentum for each swing. I do not control this weight in the air. I'm using my legs to propel it from back here, but from the contact it makes here. Okay, so it's boom, boom. Okay? All right, so we're gonna be putting those in. So just have your dumbbell near. I apologize on the front end, but we have 10 burpees. None of the exercises from here on out are timed. Okay, no timed workout today. This is at your own pace. You have 10 burpees at your pace right now to kick us off. 10. Remember your modifications. Take them when you need them. I will show them again. First one, if you want to go, and by the way, if you want to get started on them, you go right ahead. If you know yours, you take it. Here, you have your chair. Okay? Or you're saying, I don't really need the chair. Can go a little leveled up from that. You might be there, or you might just have to step out. But if you have the full burpee, you take that chest to the ground and we jump at the top. We have 10. Let's go. When you get your 10, you can breathe. From there, we're going to go to 15 body weight squats. Okay? Whatever width you would like, 15. Remember your option here. Sit to stand. Okay? Now your heart rate is getting up, and now you're getting breathy. Good. When you get 15, hold. You need your dumbbell. We're going to 20 of those kettlebell swings. Okay? 20. You get them, set it down. You get a second to breathe. Now you know the circuit. It's 10 burpees, 15 air squats, and 20 kettlebell swings. I need you to do it 2 times through, more on your own. 10, 15, 20. All right, when you get it, give me a 1 in the chat. So I know everybody's finished those 2 rounds. You got to do all 2 rounds before I get the 1. All right? I gotta get some air before I start my squats. Then it's air squats. You're gonna be a little winded. You're fighting through it. This little cardio segment, using big muscles. I have 1 rotation on my own through, and I have 1 more. Remember, when you get both, you're giving me the 1 in the chat. That feels good. All right, I'm about to check. See what's happening in here. All right. People are still working, and I like it. You keep going. This is not rushed. You keep moving. I'm seeing some 1s. Perfect, perfect. I'm gonna give it about 1 more minute, and then we'll move on to the next thing. I can hear me breathing. That's good. It did its job. We will slow things down. Good. All right, grab water as you're finishing. If you are finishing, our next circuit will be a series of sumo squats and side lunges. If this side lunge proves to be too hard, you will want a chair or a wall. Of course, I will always show you many versions of the side lunge. I actually, when I do sumo squats, I like to be very barefooted. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So my feet are nice and flat. That's a preference. So you can come with or stay. I just like to feel really flat here, like the whole span of my foot to feel on the ground. So this is a ladder. What we're fixing to do is called a ladder workout. We're starting with a high rep count and we're gonna work it down, okay? The first little chunk kind of takes a minute because it's high. It's gonna be a high numbers, but once we hit about halfway, it really starts boom, boom, booming. So let's go through that sumo squat first. Remember, your legs are wide. I'm gonna turn so y'all can see my nice wide leg. You'll notice I like to go really wide because I really want to hit this inner thigh and I have the flexibility there. If you don't, it's fine. You choose the depth and range that you have. I just like wide. So my toes are out. I literally look like I'm a sumo wrestler, right? Sumo squat. I'm gonna weight mine. That's a preference too. And I'm gonna turn my dumbbell like this because as I start squatting, my depth will get deeper. You can totally keep it like this if this grip feels better. But we're gonna go here and we're gonna squat, okay? Notice my shoulders are up. I am not leaning by any means in the sumo squat. Your upper body should be like it's on an elevator. It just goes up and down. We don't lean, okay? Now that you got the mechanics, you can weight it or not, but I need 50, 5, 0, okay? 50, go. If you're in a chair, doing a sit to stand, your legs are just a little wider here, completely fine. Squeeze booty on the way up. See a few people still squatting, so wait to show our side lunge. You can see heads going up and down, up and down. That's good. Burning your legs. People are getting done. So we're going to be supersetting this with a side lunge. Now it's going to be total. So there's 50 of these as well, but you have 25 to the right and 25 to the left. So this is what it's going to look like, but I'll also show you, of course, your modification. So it's a nice wide leg, and I'm sunk in, okay? Notice how deep I am. Yes, I feel the stretch here. And I'm just going to transfer my weight over. And I'm going to transfer my weight over. And then I'm going to transfer my weight over. Now you could just be here. Just here. Okay, then you'll do 25 to the right, and then you'll go 25 to the left. Or if you're like, my balance is really not well with that, this is where your chair will come in, and then you're here. And that's fine. You can even do here if you think, I just need a little help to get to that side. That's your call, okay? But the goal is to transfer weight smoothly if you're gonna do that, okay? It's 50 of these. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Each side counts as 1. It's a wide leg. So I'm here and I'm just transferring over. This is also gonna provide a really good stretch, okay? When you get 50, stand. Shake out. Here's the key. Told you it was a ladder. We go back to sumo squats. And then we return back to our lunge. We're losing 10. So I need 40 sumo squats and 40 side lunges. If any time you're thinking, I'm not sure I can do all of that, cut your reps in half, okay? Do half. You get the 40 sumos. You might want to take a second, but then you have 40 of your side lunge, whatever version you need. Whew. Okay, now that set I felt was harder than the 50s, to be honest. When you finish 40s, if you hadn't picked up on the trend, you know now we have to do 30 and 30. And we are going to work this all the way down to 10 and 10. So we have 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. All right? But after this, it kind of gets easy. 20, 20, 10, 10. That's a cinch. So I'm gonna knock out my 30s. I got my 30 squats. I get my 30 lunges. And I'm gonna be done with this set. And it's gonna be downhill. Woo. Okay. Maybe the 30s on those were difficult. But they feel good. They feel good. I have 20s. When you finish the whole series, put a 2 in, okay? So I know where we're at. I got my 10s. When you finish the circuit, give me some 2s. Okay, Michelle's coming in. Getting some more. Yes, 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 Sarah, Nicole. Good, when you get them all, 2s. All right, good. Looks like everybody's wrapping them up. We have one final move. You'll know I like to do finishers. Plus, I want us just to learn this for future. So we won't do a ton of it, but it will be our finisher so I can teach it, and then we'll do a few of it. We're gonna be laying on our backs. If you wanna have a chair, this is actually, the chair is not needed now to make it easier. The chair is needed to make it harder. So I'm gonna put mine there so I can show you all versions. Don't feel like you have to have a chair today. I'm just gonna have it here to show you. We're gonna learn the hip bridge or hip thruster, whichever one you want to call it. But we're gonna be laying down. This is gonna work hamstrings and booty, okay? So we're gonna learn it first, laying flat. And I bet many people have done this before, but let's just pretend like you haven't. And I'm gonna go through all the mechanics of it. Feet are as close to the booty as you can get. Hands are by side, head is to the ground, and we're gonna drive up as high as you can and squeeze here. We're squeezing the booty at the top. Now I like to make sure my toes can wiggle. That ensures I'm pushing through my hamstrings and my glutes, and then I'm releasing. I'm squeezing the top and releasing. Give me about 10 of these right now, and then if you have a chair, I'm going to show you what it looks like at the chair, okay? So squeeze, release. I like to do mine nice and slow and controlled. I don't like to just bump them out because I want to squeeze at the top. All right, I've got my 10 flat on the ground. We'll be able to do a whole lot of varieties of these, weighted, single leg, all the things. But if you have a chair, you'll be planting your feet on your chair, and you're going to essentially do the exact same thing. But now you're just going to drive up higher, and now I have more of the squeeze through all of this. So I'm high, and then I'm releasing. I'm squeezing and releasing. Squeezing, releasing. All right? Whichever version you would like to do, I want, how much time we have? Give me 30 of them. A good squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Whether your feet are on a chair or they're flat on the ground. 30, and then we're going to be done this morning. Again, this is going to be working our hamstrings and our glutes. Oh, actually, this is one that's, it's so tiny, but it fires up my hamstrings. Like as they stay so tight. I'm struggling right now at 20. Let's stretch them out. I've got 10 more. You're naturally going to be pushed, by the way, so you might have to readjust yourself, and that's normal, okay? Yeah. You can put it through again. I know you have them. And we will be back, of course, Friday at 6. Completely full body on Friday. More heart rate, more core. Good job. I see all the threes coming in. Good. All right. I hope your legs are wobbly and shaky and they're sore tomorrow. And I will see everybody back on Friday.